What's happening? Alright, so I went back and did some refining for my guts. There was a lot of shit that was rubbing me the wrong way. And pause. But I went back and basically changed or revamped everything. It didn't really take much time, and it wasn't a lot of work. But anything I do in this program is a lot of work, actually, because it's because of the caliber of my spriting and animation, etc.
Message
For anything. For the stage, well, you can't really see the art that well. This is one of my favorite gut stages, but you can't see the art that well in there because there's a layer of lighting that alters everything, and it doesn't give you the raw art that I want. For this example, we'll be using the old version of Guts. I can't remember who it's by. Of course, the text is gonna pop up, and I'll put the download in the description for you guys so you can go get it. But for my Guts, the thing that I revamped with him was his stance animation. I went back and put gradients on his arms, his neck, his armor. I retweaked his color scheme, and I don't know. I think he fits a lot better with my my previous creation, which was Cloud Stripe. I'll do a comparison videos. I hate doing these comparison videos because they come off as pretentious, and I kind of feel like an asshole for doing it. But at the same time, how will you know if anything is better with my character if I don't show you?
message.
So yeah, I have to do this. For the old Guts, this is his walk back. He doesn't have a walk forward. He just runs, and I think he doesn't dash. Yeah, he doesn't have a dash either. So yeah, so no dash forward and no walk animation, but he has a dash back and he has a walk back animation. Yeah, and he does an air dash. I need you guys to keep in mind my stages are true HD, which means whatever you guys consider today to be high resolution or high definition, multiply that by like 6 resolution wise, and that's what you have on my game, which requires me to modify anything I add to it. For instance, this old Guts, I would have to literally go back and tweak all of his CNSs for his jumps, his dashes, his movements, and I don't feel like doing it because I don't plan to keep this in my roster. So I apologize for him lacking in movement. But I digress. For his jumps, I think all 3 of his jumps are the same animation. For my Guts, he has 3 different sets of jumps. Keep in mind these are asymmetrical.
Nah.
My character is asymmetrical, which means I have to do twice as many sprites as any creator in M.U.G.E.N today, which means I have to do twice as much work as everyone else. So thanks for being patient and waiting while I get this stuff done. As you can see, if you look closely at my Guts, at his stance frames, it's a totally different drawing. A good example is his arms. The closest arm is his metal arm. Well, when you jump over the opponent, yeah, it's a different set that I had to draw in. His closest arm is now. Believe it or not, that's not something that's used in programming. All of the characters are symmetrical. Even though you're looking for the old Guts, even though you're looking at a symmetrical character, or rather, you're looking at an asymmetrical character, he has the metal arm. Watch. This has always been funny to me in games too. See how the metal arm is on his left arm? When I jump over him, it switches to his right. Alright, let me stop. Alright, nice stuff. Okay, the old Guts, this is by far one of my favorite hand-drawn M.U.G.E.N characters to date. Just because it's custom. The guy busted his ass. He drew each one of these sprites from scratch, and I fucking love it. I don't love the res. It has one of the quirks that I've been noticing a lot too in M.U.G.E.N, which is called over animation. Over animation is essentially when the character is just standing still and something ridiculous is happening, like the wind is fucking blowing super hard on his fabric and his fabric's flapping all shit like that. You don't have to do it. Kind of kills the feasibility of it. I'm not sure if that's a word, but it makes it less feasible than it was before, and it's just not necessary, you guys. What if I'm in a calm stage and then like all his shit is just take my word for it. It looks kind of weird. But yeah. The old Guts. This is by far one of my favorite M.U.G.E.N characters ever made, just because it's hand drawn, custom made. It has hypers and etc. And I just love it, you guys. I love hand drawn work. Like, I don't know if you guys catch me on like one of these forums or one of these fucking sites or some shit on the internet, and you see my logo or you see my name, chances are it's me complimenting somebody else's work that's hand drawn, because I appreciate the artists out there who try to hand draw this shit. Stop ripping sprites, you look like dickheads. I digress though. The thing I tweaked with this Guts was I just plugged gradients. He has gradients in his armor, his skin, just shit that I needed to apply to make him properly mesh with my Cloud. And honestly, it looks fucking beautiful. In a second I'll load up Cloud, but I have to finish this comparison with you guys real quick. One thing that I covered was his jumps. Same jump for the old Guts, no matter what you're doing. Well, for mine, his jumps are angular, so yeah, there's different animations for everything. He holds his body different, he holds his weapon different, etc. This one has a dash back, but it doesn't have a dash forward. It doesn't have a walk animation. Well, I have a walk animation, I have a dash back, I have a dash forward, and I also have a run animation. So yeah, it's the best of both worlds. Like, everything you need is in my Guts, and that's what I wanted. I wanted to feel modern, and you shouldn't be making. I don't think I don't think the old Guts is a modern Guts, but you shouldn't be making right now modern M.U.G.E.N characters that are like not shittily coded but limited. Alright, so for the stance, as you can see, he has two stances. He has this battle stance, which is one where he drags the weapon. Keep in mind it's asymmetrical, so it doesn't look the same as this on the other side, but just take my word for it, it's an asymmetrical character, so I have a totally different set made for it, and it looks close to this. As you can see, for his battle stance, he drags his weapon on the floor. It's a 6 feet long weapon. It's very fucking heavy. He's only a man. He's not like fucking, I don't know, mixed with.
He wrote himself into a fucking corner with that Genova cell, bullet dodging bullshit.
It's just a dude, so I have to make it look like it makes sense. That's the one thing I hated about the old Guts, was that he held his weapon at that upward angle. There will be rare moments where my dude does that stance, but he won't do it as a permanent idol, because it just, to me, it's just stupid. Nobody has the muscular endurance to do something like that, so just take my word for it. But anyway, that's my battle stance, and here's my normal stance when you're not in battle. I like side scrollers. I will be doing a M.U.G.E.N side scroller, and it will be retarded detailed. I don't know, this is just a personal thing for me. I love sharing this shit with people, so of course I'm posting shit on YouTube for record purposes. Let's get into that comparison. Alright, comparison wise, the reason I went back and I put in gradients, keep in mind each one of my pieces are supposed to look like official art. A good example, my Cloud is supposed to look like Tetsuya Nomura drew that Cloud himself. If Tetsuya Nomura was making a fighting game character, this is what I think he would look like. And essentially what I wanted to do was I wanted to bring to life concept art, because it's, for some reason, it's feared amongst animators and artists, and I tend to, fuck it, I like to tackle what everyone is scared of. Yeah, asymmetrical portraits, looking at each other, etc, etc. Yeah, HD as fuck. Alright, got it. Official art. Always use official art. Everything that I do in this game, I try to use official art. Keep in mind that it is me who has to go back and plug in these in-betweens and these heavy animations. I am drawing these from scratch, and it is not fucking easy. So give me my props. Each one of my dudes will have like custom intros. They're gonna interact with each other, and I mean fucking, yeah, these intros are unbelievable. These are essentially movies, and it will be one for every set of dudes. So yeah, I've shown that before, so I don't wanna. Okay, so for my dude, what I went back and did for my Guts was I applied the gradients like I told you before. Well, look how much better they mesh with each other. Look at Cloud. Cloud has gradients on his arms. He has, like, you know, shadows where they're applicable. Well, I did the same thing with Guts' arm and face in his armor, and it just, I love it, y'all. It still looks like the official art. It's just a little more complex. You know, I like complexity. I think cell shading anything in animation is like giving the viewer a finger. because it's the year 2000, man. We can't be having outdated art. You know what? I'm not even gonna get on that subject. Just take my word for it. I think cell shading is a joke, especially in fighting games. And we should have been on the we should have been evolved and been applying gradients where they were necessary in these games. I don't understand artists. Like, I truly don't. As you can see, I went back and tweaked my camera. Now my camera is more dynamic. It doesn't just zoom out. It only zooms out during movement, but when I'm still, it comes back. I love that shit, man. That zoom function is a godsend for artists out there.
Message.
Take my word for it. The key to me being able to do such detailed work is M.U.G.E.N 1.1 and its amazing zoom function. I took full advantage of that zoom function, and as you can see, it's still there. It still zooms like it's supposed to, and it goes out pretty fucking far. But that, I've done tricks. What else? Okay, this was a comparison video. I was just showing you that all of his basic movements are done. I know my fam's watching this. This is essentially for you, fam. He has a different dash forward depending on if he's in the air or on the ground. Everything I need is done. This is the easy part, or rather, this is the difficult part. Now the easy part is his attack set. And keep in mind, for his attack set, what I wanted to do was focus on weight. I want a lot of weight on that fucking sword when I attack with guts. And I don't know. So far, whatever I say, I do.
Message.
So take my word for it. It will be a very heavy looking weapon, and I'll get it done as fast as humanly possible. For all the people out there watching my shit, the subscribed, what's up? Fucks with y'all. Y'all are good people. For the people that are not subscribed, you're just some random dude watching my video, what's up? Hope you enjoyed it. Look out for more shit. Keep in mind, I have a DeviantArt too. It's under my name. You can go to that shit and check out. Like, sometimes on that DeviantArt, I actually release shit that I don't release in these videos, like way before I actually show you in the video, just because the video is the content's more difficult to produce than it is to just, you know, post a screenshot or a GIF on DeviantArt. So I advise you guys, if you're subscribed to my channel, I advise you to go find me on DeviantArt and follow me, because I don't know, it's just you track the progress a lot faster. I know you high as fuck. Just thanks for putting the thing down and listening to your boy for a second. Right now I'm on the attack set and I'm going full fucking speed. So if you have any advice, fam, send me a fucking text message. You can comment if you want. I know you, fam. You can do what the fuck you want. So just hit me up, man. You know me, man. I listen to you very closely when you tell me shit. So I can't remember that guy's name. There was one guy who left a comment on one of my previous videos, and in that comment he said he wants to see a video that shows my entire roster, each character one by one, in their stances, so he knows what they look like in my art style. Well, for you, my friend, and no disrespect, I'm not trying to be rude or anything. I'm not going to be rude to you or anything, but I can't do that. And the reason I can't do that is because I recently made a Final Fantasy VII roster. In that Final Fantasy VII roster, I posted up a video, and the video covered everyone's stance. It showed you individually what everyone looks like in my art style, correct? Well, the M.U.G.E.N community was not very receptive to my idea. It was just a bunch of trolling and hating and a bunch of artists who weren't as good as I am trying to, I guess, knock me down out of fear that I don't understand it, man. Like, why are you territorial? You don't get shit out of releasing this M.U.G.E.N stuff. Like, let me give y'all dope shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm sorry, I digressed. But there's a lot of motherfuckers that hate it, essentially, and it kind of turned me off, and I just scrapped the project. I basically said fuck y'all, and I started over, and as you can see, my art has tremendously upgraded. And honestly, I don't want to let you guys down again. So what I'm going to do, which is advice from someone that was a viewer on my channel, he told me, he said the best way to do this roster is to do each character one by one, individually. Get the basics done as much as I can, and then go on to the next project. He said the reason for that is, well, less jumping around, it reduces my workload, and also I can't let you guys down. I can't have you guys expecting me to release to you some dope ass characters and shit that I shown you the stances for, and then I scrap the project. Like, I honestly, I feel really bad for that. That's another reason I want you guys to follow my DeviantArt too, because on my DeviantArt, I literally just give you the sprite sheets for the playing characters that I have for my Final Fantasy 7 project. For those of you who want to make a character but don't feel like drawing, or for just fuck it, for you good coders out there, you can make a character for me. It's not even for me. You can make your own Final Fantasy 7 character. So I advise you guys to follow that DeviantArt shit. I put myself in you guys' shoes. If I was one of you guys on YouTube watching videos and shit, and I came across some crazy shit like this, man, I would want this. I want this. Like this, I'm the dude creating this shit, and I'm telling you guys, I want these characters. But yeah, fam, thanks for watching my shit, man. This goes to all y'all, subscribers, random people. I appreciate y'all, man. Especially the love. Thanks for the love. I'll leave the comments open. If y'all got something to say, you can go ahead and say it. Don't say no fuck shit, because I don't play that. And if I don't delete your comment, I'm gonna shit on you. So I don't know, be respectful. And I don't know, just letting you guys know the comments are open now. I'm just leave the comments open. I don't give a fuck no more. And I'll keep giving you guys fire. Peace.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow. I can go anywhere, friends to know and ways to grow, a reading rainbow. I can be anything. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading